The sun was barely up when old Farmer Briggs heard Rusty barking in the yard. Not the playful bark he used on rabbits. This one was sharp, insistent, almost desperate. Briggs stepped outside, wiping his hands on his overalls, and found Rusty clawing furiously at a patch of dirt behind the tool shed. "Rusty! What's gotten into you now?" But the old sheepdog didn't stop. He dug like something underneath was calling him. Briggs knelt beside him just as Rusty's paws hit metal. A dull clink echoed in the morning air. Briggs brushed the dirt aside and froze. A medal. A war medal, old and tarnished, but unmistakably military. A bronze star with ribbons frayed from age. Briggs' heart sank. He hadn't seen one like that since his own father's trunk was stolen decades ago. "Where did you get this?" Briggs whispered, more to himself than the dog. Rusty whined, nudging the metal with his nose as if urging Briggs to pick it up. He did. The moment his fingers closed around it, a strange coldness crept through his hand. Not temperature. Memory, something familiar. Something he had forgotten for years. Briggs looked around the yard. No footprints. No disturbed soil except the spot Rusty dug, which meant the metal hadn't washed up from the rain. Someone had buried it there. Recently. Before Briggs could think further, Rusty's ears shot up. He spun toward the driveway and growled. Briggs followed his gaze. A man was walking up the gravel road. Tall, thin, wearing a dusty military coat 2 sizes too big. His hair was gray and uncombed, his boots caked in old mud. He didn't look lost. He didn't look tired. He looked purposeful. Rusty stepped in front of Briggs, hackles raised. The stranger stopped at the fence, staring straight at Briggs. Not at the house, not at the land. At him. "Morning," Briggs called out, trying to keep his voice steady. "Can I help you?" The man didn't answer right away. His eyes had locked onto the metal in Briggs' hand. When he finally spoke, his voice was soft, but unsettling. "That doesn't belong to you?" Briggs stiffened. "I found it on my land." The man shook his head slowly. "No, you didn't find it. It found you." Rusty barked, but the stranger didn't flinch. He simply stepped closer, boots crunching the gravel. "That metal," he said, "was given to a man who disappeared, a man who never came home." Briggs swallowed, tightening his grip. "Who are you?" The man tilted his head as if confused by the question, or amused. "Someone who finally knows where he's supposed to be." He took one step through the gate. Rusty lunged. Briggs grabbed the dog's collar, pulling him back. But Rusty went wild, snarling, snapping, trying to place himself between Briggs and the stranger. "It's all right, boy," Briggs muttered, though he didn't believe it. The man raised a hand. Not threateningly, just slowly, almost ritualistic, and pointed at the metal. "That was buried for a reason. A promise. A debt. A memory you've spent a lifetime forgetting." Briggs' heart pounded. "I don't know what you think you will," the man whispered. Then Briggs noticed something that made his breath catch. The metal in his hand was warm again, glowing faintly as if remembering something alive. Rusty whimpered and backed away, tail between his legs. The stranger smiled, a thin, knowing smile. "When you're ready," he said, "come find me." He turned and walked down the road, disappearing into the morning mist without looking back, without leaving footprints. Briggs stared after him, shaken. Rusty nudged his leg and whined softly. Briggs looked at the metal one more time, at the initials scratched faintly into the back. His father's initials. The metal he thought was stolen. The metal that should have been buried with him. Briggs felt the ground tilt beneath him as Rusty pressed closer. Because now he understood one thing with absolute certainty. The man who came for the metal wasn't a stranger at all. He was someone Briggs hadn't seen in 50 years. Someone who wasn't supposed to be walking this earth anymore.